This is going to be a long video. So I make a Blu-ray update every time I buy at least up to 10 Blu-rays. Right now I have over 30, plus a couple DVDs and vinyl. Yeah, went a little crazy. Tax season, fuck it. Shining sequel. I saw about half of it the other week, a couple days ago, but didn't finish it. But I saw it in theaters, really enjoyed it. Thought it was a solid sequel. So this is the most expensive Blu-ray I've ever bought in. It was 50 bucks used, 100 bucks new on eBay because it's out of print. And I've been looking for it forever. But I bought two. One is for me and one is for Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews. I was going to send him a copy because I know he doesn't have it. And so yeah, it feels kind of crazy to have two. This is 100 bucks right here. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Jason, Sinister Cinema Reviews, check him out. I love his videos. I watch all of his videos even if it's spoiler videos of movies I haven't seen. So I just got this to him for him as a gift. But fucking love this movie. Rest in peace, Corey Haim. I got another Corey Haim movie in here that I'll show you. I'm gonna try to get through these all because I have a lot of movies. This is A Bronx Tale, the only movie Robert De Niro ever directed. This is like a really cool movie. I really like this movie a lot. Bronx Tale. This is the next Corey Haim movie I bought. I never seen it, but I just bought it and I watched it the other day. It's called Firstborn. I think it says his first movie. So I have Silver Bullet, which I just saw in theaters. And this movie it's like a made for TV. I'm not positive it's made for TV, but it has that total vibe where it's about Corey Haim and his brother. They get their mom's new boyfriend moves in and he does cocaine and he's an asshole and things just get worse and worse. First he seems nice, but this also has a really young Robert Downey Jr. in it. You can see him in there. And I've heard Corey Haim talk about this movie that he like the first time he ever learned how to like put gel in his hair was with Robert Downey Jr. during the making of this movie. Sarah Jessica Parker's in it. They both have small roles. Sarah Jessica Parker a little bit more, but Robert Downey Jr. is kind of like a homie that just hangs out with the main character. And this was a cool movie. Had some kind of like cheesy moments, but nothing too bad. It was actually pretty good. Good performances. Next is Sofia Coppola's Somewhere, starring Stephen Dorff and Ella Fanning. I love Stephen Dorff. I think he's a really talented actor. And I just really like his choices in movies. And I saw this movie once years ago. I remember really liking it. I remember thinking the ending wasn't too great, just nothing special with the ending. But overall, I think it's a great movie, and I'm going to be happy to rewatch this movie. So good Sofia Coppola movie, but I think her best movie is The Virgin Suicides. Next, I have a movie directed by Tom Hanks. It's called That Thing You Do. I used to watch this movie a lot on HBO, and I rewatched it about a week or two ago. And I just really like this movie. It's about a one-hit wonder band, and during the 50s, and it's kind of the point of view of a drummer, and I'm a drummer, and I just really like the cast, and I just like this movie. I like kind of like music. It's like a fake biopic about a band that never existed, but I like it a lot. That Thing You Do, very entertaining movie. This movie I had to buy online because I just could not find it. Firstborn, and there's a couple movies on here I had to buy. License to Drive, Firstborn, and this online. This is I've never seen it. It's a double feature with Benefit of the Doubt and The Night Listener. I've never seen Benefit of the Doubt, but The Night Listener is one of the greatest Robin Williams movies I've ever seen. It's incredibly dark, this like edge of your seat thriller. Just an amazing movie. It's based on a true story. I love this movie. If you've never seen this movie, watch it. It is so good. I don't want to give any spoilers of it. The next is a movie I cannot wait to watch on Blu Ray. I used to have it on DVD and I lost it years ago. Scanner Darkly, one of the greatest, most tripped out movies. Like it's such a drug movie, but it's such an anti-drug movie. It works on both sides, and I saw this movie in theaters in Las Vegas. I think it was the first time I ever saw a movie in Las Vegas theaters. I was like a freshman with my friends, and we all went to go see it. It was at the Palms Hotel, and this is such a special movie. Just a visual masterpiece, but great writing, great casting. Another Robert Downey Jr. movie, so I think I have this is 2 Robert Downey Jr. movies. I think I might have one more. Next I have the brand new Color Out of Space. This is in 4K. It's only like less than 20 bucks, so I just figured I'd buy it because I didn't even see it on Blu-ray. And I saw this movie in theaters at the Draft House Cinema in LA. That was the first time I ever went there. I also saw Gus Van Sant's To Die For. Oh my god, that was like the most bougiest fucking theater I've ever been to in my life. If you've never been there, go there. It is so awesome. And this movie was cool. I thought the story wasn't anything too special, but I enjoyed it. And It's definitely worth checking out. Cage doesn't go full on Cage mode. It's just it kind of reminds me of like The Thing, like John Carpenter's The Thing. It has those kind of effects. Next I have Pet Sematary 2, starring Edward Furlong. I love this movie. I've always loved this movie. I grew up with it, and I think this movie just gets way more hate than it deserves. And Scream Factory, so you know it's gonna be good. You know, I'm gonna open this. I saw this on DVD as a kid. Yeah, this is like the original cover. I just like showing this inside in here. Cool, right? Switch. That's what I love about Scream Factory. They give you these alternate covers, and then you can switch it if you want to the original. That was my DVD cover. I remember I bought the DVD, I don't know, like 6th grade, and I had it for so long. I kept it in really good condition, and the box was always in great condition. And I just love this movie. Edward Furlong, man, he's dope. The Page Master with Macaulay Culkin. I used to get so stoned and watch this movie in high school, and I enjoy this movie. I have real nostalgic feelings for this movie. Fuck, I hate my haircut. I almost didn't make this video because I didn't want to film with my hair, but by the time my hair grows out, I'll probably have another like 10, 15 Blu-rays. Next, I have Nymphomaniac Volume 1 and 2, the extended director's cut. This says it is 5.5 hours, the two movies combined. I watched, it must have been the original cut on Netflix, but I never finished Volume 2. I remember loving Volume 1, but not loving Volume 2 as much, and I just stopped it. And very sexually explicit movie. Lars von Trier, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The only other movie I ever saw from him was Dancer in the Dark with Bjork. I liked that movie as a kid, but this movie is pretty crazy, from what I remember. Yeah, what I remember is pretty intense, and I really respect movies like this. Great cast. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. This movie is one of my favorite movies, like favorite comedies. It's so funny. Just super, super funny movie. I love it. Alright, next, I got season 1 and 2 of Girls. Only $5 each. I really like this show. I really respect it. I watched it once, less than a year ago. And I just figured $5 each. I want to watch the commentaries. You know, I really respect Lena Dunham. This is an intense show. I know most people think Girls, it's a show for girls, but this show is fucking graphic. It's honestly the most sexually graphic I've ever seen a show, and just I really respect it. You know, I really do. I watched a couple episodes last night, like the first 4 episodes. So it's definitely not for everybody, but I like it. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I went to the reboot tour. I have not watched this yet on Blu-ray, but I went to see Jay and Silent Bob in person with the reboot tour, and that was awesome. I thought this was a very solid sequel, and I definitely recommend it if you like Jay and Silent Bob movies. It does not fail. Next, I got another Kevin Smith movie. This is the movie that made me really love Kevin Smith. I really respect him as like an artist. Chasing Amy. I used to have this on Criterion Collection on DVD as a little kid, like 5th grade, and I cannot find it on Criterion Collection on Blu-ray. I don't think they make them anymore. I'm not sure why. Confuses me. But this is not Criterion Collection, but I had it on Criterion Collection on Blu-ray, on DVD as a kid. So, just a great movie. I think this movie was kind of the first time Kevin Smith showing that he was more than just kind of a funny guy, even though this movie is very funny. Next I have a double pack of House of 1,000 Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I love both these movies. I think Devil's Rejects is better, but I like House of 1,000 Corpses more. It's more watchable to me. I did not like 3 from Hell. I'll give it one more shot, but I watched it when it came out and I didn't like it. I don't think I'll ever buy it. So here's another Robert Downey Jr. movie. I've never seen it. I just liked the cover, so I bought it. True Believer, James Woods and Robert Downey Jr. Really cool cover. They have a handful of movies like this. Alright, so next I have a couple DVDs. I got Undeclared, which is the one and only season. I love this show. I would buy it on Blu-ray if it was on Blu-ray, but it's not. So when I went to the Freaks and Geeks reunion, it was also a reunion for this because of it's from all the same people. A lot of people made Freaks and Geeks, Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen. If you like Freaks and Geeks, you'll love this. It's like the college show, but it takes place in present time when they made it, 2000s. Really, really funny show. So next I have The Salted Sea, which is a great movie. It's directed by DJ Caruso. DJ Caruso, I know he directed Disturbia, and I think Eagle Eye, both Shia LaBeouf movies. And the writer is Tony Gayton. Tony Gayton wrote Murder by Numbers, or Michael Pitt and Ryan Gosling movie. I love that movie. This is a really good writer. And this is kind of a companion piece, in my opinion, of Val Kilmer with Wonderland, which I just made a review on. This is a movie about kind of like crystal meth users in LA, and but it's like got this noir thriller take on it. It's a very good movie. Like this movie a lot. So also it's out of print. I bought this for $10 at Amoeba, but I looked it up online and it said it was 40 plus tax. So that's why I was like, oh shit, I better buy it now. And it's not on Blu-ray, or else if I'm not gonna buy something on DVD if it's on Blu-ray. But I really like this movie and I wanted it. So my next movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Bully. Larry Clark's Bully. I actually already own a copy of this, but I don't have the case for it. I keep it inside Larry Clark's Kids. But I bought a second copy, brand new, because of I became a Patreon for Jason and Sinister Cinema Reviews. If you want to support his channel, you should become a Patreon for him. And he gave me he let me say I could choose any movie for him to review. I told him I want to do Larry Clark's Bully. I told him I'd send him a copy, so because he didn't own it. And then I was gonna send him my old one and me keep this one, but I can't find my old one. I watched it like less than a year ago, so I might just have to buy a new one. But I'm gonna send him a Bully and License to Drive. But I fucking love this movie. I'm so glad I got it brand new and I have the box for it finally. And crazy movie. All right, now I have 3 Shout movies. Shout Select. Very Bad Things. I fucking love this movie. I saw it when it first came out as a kid. Pete Berg is such a great director. This is such a dark, violent comedy. This movie is absolutely insane. If you've never seen it, just watch it. Very Bad Things. Next I have a few more Shout Selects. Gus Van Sant's Jerry. This is the first of his Death Trilogy, his first installment. And this is my least favorite, to be honest. But I really enjoy this movie. It's most people won't like this movie. Most people won't, and that's okay. But hopefully they make Elephant and Last Days on Shout Select, which I doubt because none of them have Blu Rays. The fact that one of these movies got a Blu Ray release, the Death Trilogy, is fucking amazing, and I had to buy this. So yeah, Jerry, Matt Damon, and Casey Affleck. Gus Van Sant. I love Gus Van Sant. Next Shout Select factory is a Heath Ledger movie called Candy. I watched this movie once. My sister is a really big fan of this movie. And it's about Heath Ledger and his girlfriend are addicted to heroin. It's basically them living their lives on heroin. And they love each other, but they love heroin more. And I remember the first time I only watched it once, and I thought, it was like a Friday night, and I was just about to go out, and I was like, damn, it's a fucking bummer. It put me in a bad mood, but it was a really good movie. So next I have 3 movies from this KL Studio Classics. That's the company. Cadillac Man, Robin Williams. This is such a good movie. I actually made a video review for this with my DVD because I thought this movie would never get a Blu-ray release. So I made it on my I converted the DVD for that video, and I fucked up because now I should have done it on Blu-ray. But it looks fine, and I love this movie. Such a great dark comedy, rated R dark comedy from Robin Williams. It's the director Roger Donaldson. He directed The Bank Job with Jason Statham, which I'm also a big fan of. I like that movie a lot. And one of Tim Robinson's first movie. This is just such a funny movie. Really, really funny, but kind of intense. River's Edge. I love this movie. I watched this movie in high school, like 9th grade. It was when Netflix still sent movies to your house, like when they mailed them to you. This was one of the only ones that I got. I remember there was like 10 movies that I got during that time. This was one of them, and I fucking love this movie. Yeah, crazy fucking movie. If you like Bully or Alpha Dog or Mean Creek, stuff like that, this movie kind of did it first, and it's really, really good. River's Edge, man. If you've never seen this, okay. So for my next movie, I have to give out the story before I go tell you the movie. So about a month ago, I was walking. I parked behind Amoeba in Hollywood, and I was gonna go to Starbucks across the street. And because I was gonna go see Taxi Driver at the New Beverly at a midnight showing, and I was sick that day, and I kind of didn't want to go, but I already bought the ticket, so I just said fuck it, I'll go. So I park, and I walk past the arc light to go to Starbucks, and there's a Cinerama Dome, and there's this there's the glass doors of the Cinerama Dome. I see this black kid come out. He's got this big afro, and I see by him this old man kind of comes out. And I can just kind of tell he's an old man. I don't see his face. And I could see like he's got like white facial hair, like a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm just like, oh, that's nice. Like the kid took out his grandpa, and the guy turns around. It's fucking Spike Lee, one of the greatest directors of all time. And I freeze, and I'm just like, and we catch eyes, and I go up to him, and I'm just like, and I go, hey, Summer of Sam is truly one of my favorite movies of all time. And he looks at me, and we're like this, face to face to each other, and he goes, it's one of mine too. What's your name, man? I go, Jacob, and he shakes my hand. And the kid said something, and he turns around, and he turns back to me, and I go, hey man, I'll just leave you alone. I know you're a busy guy, but it's so great to meet you. And he goes, and dude, Spike Lee, and I was not lying. Summer of Sam is truly one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie just came out like a week before this new release, and I already have Summer of Sam because I have it as a double feature. This movie's fucking insane, but oh my god, it was just perfect timing. He walked out of the Cinerama Dome right when I was walking by Spike Lee. I was just like, it made my day, dude. Even while I was watching Taxi Driver, I could not even think about the movie. I was just thinking about, I just met fucking Spike Lee. I just met Spike Lee. He shook my hand, and I love Spike Lee so much, and I kind of went on a Spike Lee bender. So I bought a few Spike Lee movies. Bought a double feature, 25th Hour and He Got Game. I watched both of them. I love He Got Game, and 25th Hour is pretty good, but I watched him after. And I watched Summer of Sam the day after I saw him. But another Spike Lee movie, Black Klansman, and I finally finished this. I had never seen all of it. I finally finished it, and I really liked it. But yeah, He Got Game is a great movie, and Summer of Sam is amazing. I got to make a review on that. It's just kind of pushing it back because I love the movie so much. So next I have Idle Hands. I love this movie. I met the whole cast and director of this movie a couple months ago, and we got to watch it at the rooftop cinema. But as soon as I buy this, $10 and used, absolutely no special features or anything, Scream Factory announces that they're going to release a brand new edition of it. So basically just kind of wasted my money on this because I'm going to buy the Scream Factory edition. But oh well, I bought it. I love it. Next is a really great movie, Requiem for a Dream. I think a lot of people have seen this movie. Brand new, really great movie. Just a good movie, intense, very sad movie. Next is probably one of my favorite zombie films of all time. Diary of the Dead, George A. Romero's. This is part 5? No. Yeah, part 5. Part 5. Of his Dead. There's 6 of them. I love this movie. This and Day of the Dead are the absolute most entertaining to me. And this movie came out when I was in high school. Land of the Dead came out when I was in middle school, and I saw that in theaters. But this was like straight to DVD. They split on HBO a lot, so I watched it a lot. This is like when I like started to smoke weed and like would watch this in my room, and I just think this is an incredibly entertaining movie. Really good. Next I have Bad Boys, which I've also made a video on, and I do not like that video. I'm going to remake that video and upload the Blu Ray because I uploaded it on DVD. But I fucking love this movie. It's Rick Rosenthal. He directed Halloween 2 with Jamie Lee Curtis, and Jamie Lee Curtis has a cameo in this movie technically. I fucking love this movie. Really intense, like prison drama about teenagers. Great movie. Okay, so I got a vinyl. I don't collect vinyl. I don't have a record player, but I always see this and I want to buy. I always go, oh, I want to buy it, and I just said, just fucking buy it already. You always see it, and you always just buy it already. So I bought it. Boogie Nights soundtrack, my favorite movie of all time. It's badass, right? Yep. All right, so that's it. That's 30 plus movies I bought in the past 2 months. It's kind of embarrassing how much money I spend on Blu Rays, but fuck it, I'm addicted and I love them. So that's it. I'm Jacob from Cinema Junkies. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and follow me on Instagram. Cinema Junkies _. Don't forget the underscore.